You mentioned yesterday in the teleconference that Jack in New York came in and talked about 2 times losing. How big of a storyline is that with these guys that have been here?
I think it's huge. I think it's, we had a little team meeting today and just addressed, giving one away or, losing to a, the one thing about this, I don't see, are you overlooking this team and all that. These guys played 2 years ago and lost. Last year got hit right in the face. They're every bit as talented. I mean, that game was a tie ball game. So I don't feel like there's that issue that we've had to deal with at times. So there's respect for these players.
Yet in college football, you see stuff like that happen every now and then, right?
Absolutely. You see it all the time, and that's our job to prevent it. And talking's not how you do it. I think addressing it and making sure, a senior gets up there and addresses it, because we do play a lot of young players that have never been there. And you just got to prevent it on Tuesday, Wednesday. You don't think you prevent that on a Saturday. It's already too late.
What do you see in them? They've had a couple games, like Notre Dame, they were kind of right there.
Yeah.
Michigan State, they were right there.
I see a team that's kind of searching for an identity, and I think they've kind of found it on defense. They're all over the place, blitzathon. That they weren't that way the first 5 games. So you take the first 5 games and just you throw it out the window, and that's really hard to prepare because you have nothing to. 2 games isn't enough to get tendencies. So that's been a real pain in the butt. But I think they figured out who they are in the last few weeks.
Is there something a little below the radar that explains why you guys have run so well? It's obviously the offensive line and Carlos.
It starts with the offensive line, and all due respect to Carlos, I could have ran a few through those holes. And Carlos has run hard, and I love he's going really hard. But the offensive line is that's who we were last year, and that's who we are again this year.
And how much comfort does that give you as a coach to know that if you need to, you just pound the ball?
Well, that's where it starts, and that opens up. We're seeing cleaner coverages now for Braxton to throw in too, because if you can't run the ball, then you see all these, complicated coverages for a quarterback. But it's been pretty clean for him because you got to defend the run.
Remember, you guys were on grass, I think, today, weren't you, on the grass field? Or?
Yeah, we're grass every Tuesday, Wednesday.
Every Tuesday,
just
Wednesday?
to save their legs.
So it's not because of you're playing on grass, or
no?
Yeah. Does that make a difference to you? I mean, it seemed like Northwestern. Of course, they had a big rainstorm there before the game and stuff, but. Have your players commented much on the footing?
No, I really haven't asked them. I think it's all equal. They have the same issues we have, so we're expecting it to be a little bit loose sod and all those type of things.
Urban hasn't had any lingering issues with the knee at all?
No, he's good. He's good. We rested him on Sunday a little bit, but he's full speed today.
Did Christian travel with you guys?
I asked him, and there's a chance, going up in a plane, blood clots and those kind of things, so he's probably not going to go with us. Still too soon after surgery. I wish he could.
Duran Grant, is this kind of what you expected out of him, or is he
he's playing good.
Expectations?
No, I expected him. He's playing very good, and he's a real talented guy that takes coaching well and has improved every game.
Did you see a different team last week? It seemed like they had arrived. This was the team we thought.
Yeah, that was an explosive event, atmosphere, and our players jumped all over it early in the game, so I don't want to say I was surprised, but I was kind of waiting for that too. So
I was going to say, Irby, is there such a thing as a team turning a corner in a season and
Sure.
getting it finally? And
Sure.
do you sense that was what it was, especially with your offense last week? Well, actually 2 weeks. I mean, you had 500 yards. You had 500 yards against Iowa when you got the ball.
The quarterback position is really, with Kenny, played well all year. It's playing exceptional right now, and that means getting us in the right plays, making the right reads, even in the run game. And because most of our runs he doesn't just turn around and hand the ball off. There's something going on, and those quick screens off of it. I mean, he's playing a very efficient game right now. I mean, like real efficient.
Did you say it was necessary to mention Purdue being the fly in the ointment the last few years, or they're well aware of what they've done?
I'm sorry?
Of Purdue kind of messing up things for Ohio State over there especially.
Jack came to me and wanted to talk to him. I had no idea what he was going to talk about, so he talked about more last year, last 2 years ago. He didn't really talk about flying ointment, just talked about what it was like in that locker room after the game and the locker room itself, and I guess it's not the nicest locker room, and so just be prepared for what's going to happen. It's a tough trip.
That was
injury update. That was Jack Mewhart.
Okay.
Injury update. Jordan Hall's good.
How's Evan Spencer?
Evan Spencer, he'll play. He's very limited practice right now, but he'll play. We'll practice in full speed tomorrow.
Coach, thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Coach.
it.
Thanks.